Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Lion Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I will be fighting a 1,000-point battle between my Deathwatch and also my Genestealer Cult, but being helmed by Harris. So the story that we've got going on here today is that there was a Genestealer Cult uprising on this planet that had been used as a forward operating base, and it needed to be cleansed. So the xenos hunters themselves were called in to help come and root out this insidious evil. But as they were doing so, one of the ships that had been in orbit around this from the Imperial Navy was actually sabotaged by an infiltrator from the cult, and it broke up in orbit and was crashing to the ground. In so doing, there was a safety pod where the captain of the ship managed to get into the ship, and it was crashing to the ground. And a force of the Deathwatch were sent to go retrieve this safety pod that was crashing to the ground, and a force of the Genestealer Cult also responded, trying to take him, capture him, and take him hostage. To continue their aids. So that is the story that we've got going on. The mission that we're going to be playing is we're doing open war. So the objective is actually going to be the Comet, which is going to be the safety pod that the captain of the ship is flying in. The deployment is right up on each other's faces, which is awesome. And then the twist was set piece battle. So my opponent won the roll off to go first, so he deployed his whole army, and then I deployed my whole army. My army actually has less power level, therefore I got the ruse, which might come in handy in a bit. We'll have to see, because I need to do the seize the initiative to see if I will get to do it. So that is the story and the mission that we've got going on here today. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies. So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a watch captain with a xeno phase blade and a librarian with a force axe. We have a 5-man veteran squad with 2 heavy thunderhammers, 2 thunderhammer storm shields, and a sergeant with a xeno phase blade. We have a 5-man veteran squad with 2 frag cannons and 2 infernus heavy bolters. We have a 3rd 5-man veteran squad with a Deathwatch shotgun and a stalker pattern bolt gun. And last but not least, we have a Land Raider Crusader. Then for the Genestealer Cult, he'll be running a battalion detachment as well. Leading off the battalion detachment, we have a Patriarch and a Magos. We have a 2 5-man Acolyte squads. One of the squads has a heavy rock saw. We have a 14-man squad of Neophyte hybrids. We have a 4-man squad of Aberrants with power picks. We have a Cult Armored Sentinel with a las cannon. We have a Cult Leman Russ with a battle cannon, las cannon, and 2 heavy bolters. And last but not least, we have a 15-man squad of pure strain Genestealers. All right, so those are the 2 armies going over deployment here. I have my Land Raider on the left here. I've got inside of the Land Raider, I have the two of my 5-man kill teams there, veteran squads. So the one with all of the DECA, so the 2 frag cannons and the 2 infernus heavy bolters are inside, and then the one with all of the punchy stuff. So all of the thunderhammers, heavy thunderhammers are inside, as well as my librarian is inside there. Then over here, I've got the other 5-man veteran squad over here, and my watch captain with the xeno phase blade waiting it back over here. So that is the deployment. That's it. That's all I got. So that is deployment there for the yeah, seriously, that's the deployment there for the Deathwatch. Going over deployment now for the Genestealer Cult. We've got his the squad of neophytes is right up here on the edge of glory, and then we've got a 5-man neophyte acolyte squad here with the rock saw. We've got the 5-man acolyte squad without the rock saw over there, and we have the Leman Russ and the armored sentinel back over here in the corner. Everything else, the Magos, the Patriarch, the Aberrants, and the Genestealers are in cult ambush. So as of right now, the Genestealer Cult are going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. Show me that Phil first. No, I do not get it. So, I mean, my ruse was that I could I could ambush, so I could pick up my infantry units and deploy them again anywhere that's not in my opponent's deployment zone, which is, I mean, it's my deployment zone. So at that point, I kind of don't want to do anything with it, because what I was going to do is I was just going to move him up like to their face if I was going to go second, but I didn't. So that's about it. So we will come back to you now after movement phase here for the Genestealer Cult on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. These acolytes are making their way up this way. These acolytes are making their way up this way. These neophytes have moved up over here in the buildings. The Leman Russ and the Armored Sentinels stood still. And then, because Genestealer Cult are still allowed to do their cult ambush on turn 1, based upon the new big FAQ, boom, this is over here. Oh, man. My opponent spent 1 command point to roll 2 dice for the Pure Strains and the Patriarch, rolled a 6 and a 5, and then he just rolled the 1 dice for the Aberrants and the Magos and rolled a 6. So, biggity boom, that's where they are. All up in my grill over here. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be brutal. So 2 6s results for that, and that's yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah, that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, to start off, his Patriarch is going to cast Might from Beyond onto his Pure Strains. No, does not go off. Oh boy, here we go. And now his Magos is going to cast Might from Beyond onto my guy, which is really nice of him. No, he's going to cast Mass Hypnosis onto him. Looking for a 7. Oh, get in it with an 8, which means I don't get to Overwatch. That's real painful, real painful. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so after the shooting phase, these acolytes here are going to fire into my Marines over here. So hitting on 4s, getting 2 hits, wounding on 5s, getting 2 wounds. All right, AP nothing. They are in cover, so looking for 2 up armor saves, making them both. Woo! And then this acolyte squad, 4 of them are in range over here, so they are going to fire their pistols, getting 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound, 2 up save. Yeah, he good. All right, the Armored Sentinel's gonna fire his last cannon into my Land Raider over here. That is not a hit. He's gonna spend a command point to re-roll that into still not a hit.
Really not a hit first.
All right, so now his Leman Russ here is gonna fire the battle cannon and the Land Raider, the whatchamacallit? What's it called? The las cannon into my Land Raider over here. And he's going to fire the heavy bolters into my squad over there. So we're going to do the heavy bolters first. Hitting
3 hits.
Hitting on 4s. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Wound on 3s. That's 1 wound. AP -1 +1 equals a 3 up save. Yeah, he good. All right, now the battle cannon is going to fire because the grand advance is 2d6 shots, so 3 shots. Hitting on 4s. Getting 2 hits. Strength 8, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound, AP -2, so looking for a 4 up save. Making it. Last cannon. That is not a hit. And now the neophytes are going to fire all of their guns into the Land Raider over here. So we've got 28 shots hitting on 4s.
Feeling the pain.
Feeling the pain. We'll come back to you with that. All right, now wounding on 6s because everything can wound.
Gotta see these fill faces.
Gotta see the fill. Don't show any fill faces. Fill faces are mine. Oh no. We got 4 fill faces. So I will grab these ones. 4 2 up saves. Making them all. Woo! That's right. I just wooed a Land Raider making saves against autoguns. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, the neophytes are going to charge into my Land Raider over here. Getting an 11-inch charge. All right, so now the Aberrants are going to charge in over here. That will get them in. All right, the Patriarch's going to charge in. He's totally in. And now the Pure Strains are going to charge in. All right, they are totally in. All right, so now this squad of Acolytes is going to charge into my dude bros over here. So we're going to start with the shotgun, which is going to do the Worm's Breath, which is Assault D6 auto hit. So D6 hits. Getting 5 hits. I'll take that. These are Strength 3, Toughness 3, looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. 2 2 saves. Oh no, 1 save, because it's a 5-up save. So 1 guy is dead. And then we have 6 bolter shots. None of those are 6s, but re-rolling 1s because of the captain there. Nope, still no hits there. And then we've got the soccer pattern bolt gun, which also does not hit. So this charge distance is in 5 inches. And then the other Acolyte squad is going to try to charge in. Ooh, 9 inches might get him in. All right, so starting off the fight phase, his Acolyte squad with the rock saw is going to attack into my squad over here. I did heroically intervene with my watch master, my watch captain over here. So he's going to start with the rending claws. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, pretty good. And these are rending claws, so strength 4, looking for 4s to wound. Ooh, getting 3 6s? You freaking kidding me? All of them wounds, 3 of them 6s?
Can I woo?
Oh no, you can't woo. That's my thing. No woos. That's my thing. Even though they're fill faces, they're still not woo worthy if I didn't roll them. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna do the 3 that were AP -3. So we got 3 6-up saves. Oh yeah, I can't get any fill faces. That's 3 dead guys. And then we've got 2 AP -1, so 2 4-ups. Oh, now the fill phase comes. So I get 4 of them dead? Oh, that is brutal. And now the 4 attacks with the cultist knives coming in. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 1 3-up save. Yeah, he good. And now the rock saw. Oh, okay, no hits. Oh, that was lucky. All right, so I spend 2 command points since I have 8 of them to interrupt over here with my Land Raider into his pure strains. So here's my thinking. I've got 6 attacks with this Land Raider. If I hit with all 6 of them on 6s, wound with all of them on 2s, I can then, and he fails all of his saves, I can knock him down from 1 attack, and that would be a heck of a thing. It would be a huge difference. So that's what we're gonna go for here. So we got 6 attacks, hitting on 6s. Show me them fill faces. Getting me 1 fill. You jerk. To wound. Yeah, with another fill face. 5-up invul. Yeah. Oh, he gets the fill face. Yeah. So then the other neophyte Acolyte squad here is going to attack into the lone remaining guy over here.
Rending claws.
Rending claws, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound. 3-up save. 4-up save. No, he did. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. Yeah, he's good. Now the Cult Knives attacking in. Getting 2 hits. Getting 1 wound. And he's good. Alright, so now his Patriarch is going to attack into my Lehman Russ. He's got 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Alright, all but 1 hit there. Does not get to reroll that one. No. Yeah. And then we've got, so 5 hits. These are wounding on 5s. Oh, getting 2 6s and a 5. Oh, that's brutal. All right, so the 2 6s are AP -4, so that's 2 6-up saves for those. Looking for fill faces. Nope, nothing on there. That's going to be 6 damage right there, and then 1 at AP -3. So looking for a 5. Oh no, AP -1 second. Sorry, the 2 6s were -6 with damage 3, so I didn't even get a save on those. So it's a good thing I didn't make any of those. And then we've got the 1 over here. Nope, failed that one, so that's going to be D3 for that one.
And apparently I get to reroll failed wounds.
Yeah, you do. So we'll do back to that.
D3 first.
D3 first. Another 3, so it's 9 wounds onto it.
And then 2 more.
And then you got 2 more that he gets to reroll because of failed wounds. And then... Oh, man. Why are you doing this to me, my dice?
There's 3 damage.
So that's another 3 damage there. And then looking for a 5-up save. Nope, don't even make that. So it's another 6. A D3. Another 2. So it's
14 wounds.
14 wounds. I think he's down to 2 wounds. All right, so now the Aberrants are going to attack into here. So we've got 8 attacks from them. Hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. And these are now going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds. AP -2, so looking for 4-ups. And I make them both. Woo! All right, so now the pure strains are going to attack in. They have 60 attacks. Oh man, that's a lot of dice. These are going to be hitting on 2s because the Patriarch is there. Whoa, we'll come back to you with that. All right, and now 51 hits. These need 6s to wound. We'll come back to you with that.
Make at least
so we had 7 wounds.
Gotta make at least 5 of them.
AP -3 because they're 6s and they were rending claws, so I need 7 6-up, no, 5-up saves because there's 2-up armor. So I can fail 1 of these.
Make at least 6
I need to make 6 5-ups in this roll. If I don't make 6 5-ups in this roll, he did. So here we go. Let's see what happens. Looking for fill faces. I would like fill faces. Also 5s are welcome. No, I failed all but 1 of them. So yeah, he did. That's the exact opposite of what I needed. Does he explode? He does not, but I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. No. Okay, fine. Ugh. All right, that's all that made it. So he had me surrounded, but I had, because the line was a little bit thinner over here, I was able to get 1 guy around, back around this way. So all but 2 guys were able to get out, which was, I mean, that's a little bit of a blessing there that I managed to get that much out. But yeah, I killed 2 guys because they couldn't be placed, because they have to place them. You have to place them within 3 inches of the vehicle that they're disembarking from. But more than an inch away from enemy models, so that's the only ones that I could get in there. So it was a close call, but I'm glad I got at least even that out. So pretty brutal. Yeah, it was a good job. All right, so my my captain is now going to attack into the squad over here. He has 4 attacks. I spent a command point on whatchamacallit, the on Death to the Aliens, which is one of the stratagems from the what's it called? The chapter proof. Thank you very much. Which means that at the beginning of the fight, before I activate him in the fight phase, he gets to attack into when he's attacking on 6s. As long as I'm not attacking Imperium or Chaos, I get to on 6s. I get to make another attack with that weapon. So here we go. 4 attacks from him, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because of himself. All right, and I got 1 6 to hit there, so getting another attack on a 2. All right, that's a hit, so I got 5 hits on 4 attacks. Pretty good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP -3, that is 4 dead guys. And now the 1 remaining guy from this squad is going to attack in. He's got 2 attacks here, hitting on 3s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is not a wound. Sorry, he was the sergeant. He gets an extra attack. That's a hit. That is a wound. That is a save. All right, so that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn 1. Into the morale phase, his acolytes here he's got a leadership of 7. He lost 4 guys, so 4 plus 3 is 7. He is good to go, so he's staying right there. And my guy lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 4 is good to go. So that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn. I say it with only like the barest amount of incredulity on that one, because that was a heck of a first turn. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. These guys stood still basically over here. These guys moved up around over this way. These guys moved around over this way, and my librarian stood still back there. And that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so starting off the psychic phase, my librarian here is going to cast Smite onto his. We'll have to figure this one out in a second, but let's see if it goes off on a 5. Goes off with a 10. Do you want to deny that, sir?
It's hitting the aberrant?
I think so. Yeah, we'll figure it. 1 second. All right, it's into the aberrant, and my opponent is not going to try to deny it. So, looking for a D3 wounds, doing 1 wound onto the aberrant. All right, so now my librarian is going to cast a Null Zone. He's got looking for an 8 for this. Does not get it. Starting off, my librarian in the shooting phase is going to fire into the aberrant, hitting on a 3. That is a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is not a wound. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into his pure strains over here. So we're going to start with the frag cannon. So we've got assault 2d6 auto hits. getting 12 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. Oh yeah, that's all but 3. Pretty good. So that's going to be 9 wounds into there. 5 up invul saves, making 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be 5 pure strains dead. And now the Infernus Heavy Bolters are going to do the same. They're going to use both profiles. So we'll do the Flamers first. So that's going to be 3 hits. All right, wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. 5 up save. No, doesn't make it. And now the Heavy Bolters, who are going to be hitting on 4s because of the fact that they fired both. All right, so that is 2 hits there. And 1 wound. Not a save. And then the Sergeant over here is going to fire into the Aberrant Squad. That is a hit. That is not a wound. All right, so now my one guy over here is going to use a special ammunition to fire into the Heavy Rocksaw guy over there. He's going to be wounding on 2s, so 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits, wounded on 2s. That is 2 wounds. 2 5 ups. No, failed 1, so he is dead. And then my captain's going to fire into the squad over here, wounding on 2s. All right, so hitting on 2s, that's a hit. Wounding on 2s, that's a wound. And that is not a save. All right, that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase. This squad here is going to charge with the Magos, the Pure Strains, and the Aberrants. So here comes the auto pistol from... Oh, it's a hit. No. That is not a wound, though. So their charge distance is totally in, but let's see. He's going to command point that because why not? No, still no wound. So they get to get in. All right, so now this guy's going to charge into them. No hits there. His charge distance is totally in, and the captain is... Ooh, I'm not in. I'm going to have to spend a command point on that one. And now he's barely in, but in. And now my librarian is going to charge into the Aberrants over here. Both of those were cocked. That was ridiculous. He is in. All right, so starting off the fight phase, this squad's going to activate. We've got the 2 Heavy Thunderhammers into the Pure Strains here. That is 2 hits. Squishing on 2s. All right, that's 1 wound. 5 up. No, so that's 1 dead guy. Thunderhammer into them. That's 1 hit. That is 1 wound. 5 up. Oh, he's good. And then the Sergeant with his 3 attacks is going to attack into the Magos. That is 1 hit. That is a wound. AP -3. Nope, he is unquestioning loyalty.
No.
Yeah.
So take that wound.
Oh yeah, so he has to take that wound. All right, my opponent has spent 2 command points to interrupt here with his acolytes. They are going to attack into my guys over here. He's going to put all of the Rending Claw attacks into my captain, and then he's going to put all of the Cultist Knife attacks into my regular Dubro. So Rending Claws into the captain. Hitting on 3s, really good. Yeah, these are now going to be wounding on 4s.
6s are good.
Getting
2 6s, 1 5.
2 6s and 1 5. We'll come back to that. All right, so he has a Rending Claw. He has an Iron Halo, and he's got a 3-up armor save. So all of these are going to be at AP -1 for the 5, AP -3 for those, become 4-up invul saves. All of them are 4-ups. So we got 3 4-up saves here. And he makes 1 of them. It's -4 for the Rending Claws, but now he's going to have his Cultist Knives into my regular Dubro. So that is 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. And I failed 1. I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. And he's good. All right, so now my captain is going to attack into those guys over there. So 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Re-rolling 1s because of himself. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 3 wounds, AP -3, so that is 3 dead guys.
Oh,
yeah, no saves on that one. And now my librarian is going to attack into the Aberrant, so he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds, AP -2. 1 second. Yeah, it's AP -2, so they don't get a save. So the first one is dead because regardless on the D3, he would take a wound, so he is dead. And the next one is D3 wounds, 1 wound, so he just takes the 1 wound. All right, so now the Aberrants are going to attack into my librarian over here. So they've got 6 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Oh, brutal. These are now wounding on 3s, strength 5. Getting 5 wounds. That is AP -2, so 5 5-up saves. Failed every single one of them. So he is dead. And now the pure strains are going to attack into my guys over here. So there's 7 left here. So they've got 3 attacks each now because they've been brought down. So these are now going to be hitting on hitting on 2s because they're within range of the Patriarch over there. All right, so there were 2 misses in that. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Oh, 4s, sorry, 4s. Strength 4, toughness 4. I'll come back to you with that. All right, so he's got 2 with 6s with rending, and then we've got 9 regular wounds there. So we're gonna go with the guy on the storm shield there first. So 1 at a time for the rending ones on the 6s there. So looking for a 3 up. Makes it. 3 up again. Makes it. And then we've got 9 wounds there. I'm gonna keep taking them on the guy with the storm shield because I want those 3 ups. I think it makes more sense. So here we go. First one. Good. Nope, he's dead now. So that's 2. So I've got another 7 that are going to go in there. These are going to be at AP -1, so 7 4-up saves. And I failed 3 of them, which is just enough to kill off my squad. All right, so that is it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. His pure strains over here advanced up towards my guys over here. Patriarch advanced up here towards my guys here. The Aberrants just moved up towards them here. Mago stood still. Neophytes stood still over here. And both the Leman Russ and the Sentinel stood still. So that's it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, so starting off here, the Magos is going to cast Smite. Goes off with 5. I just saw the 1, so that does go off. So D3 mortal wounds.
I'm gonna command.
No, I don't, because you can't get over 10, even with the 6. Yeah, has to be over 10. So yeah, keep your command points. But D3 mortal wounds.
I thought it was 10 or greater.
No, 1 mortal wound.
1 guy died.
And then his Patriarch here is going to smite into my dude bro up there.
-1.
-1 because of the smite rules.
The official rules.
So the official rules now, they're no longer beta, but does go off. So now this is, he did. All right, so now his Neophytes are going to fire into my dude bros over here. So we've got 28 shots hitting on 4s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so these are now wounded on 5s. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Right, so 6 wounds. I was going to take these ones since they apparently have absorbed your luck. 6 wounds, 6 3-up saves. No, they already gave up all their luck with that, and that is 3.
You got 2 fill faces.
2 fill faces to mock me for the 2 1s and the 2. Sentinel is going to shoot into my captain over here with his las cannon, hitting on a 4. Oh no, that's a hit.
Wounded on 2.
Wounded on a 2. That is a wound.
Iron Halo.
Iron Halo save. So 4-up Iron Halo save. Yeah, he makes it. Woo! And now the Leman Russ is going to fire everything into my lone model that I've got left here. So we're going to do the las cannon first. That's a hit. That is a wound.
Iron Halo.
Iron Halo save. No, he fails that.
D6
wounds. Oh, and he is dead. And that is my last model.
Turn 2.
On turn 2. Tabled at the top of turn 2. Brutal. Brutal.
Good game.
That was a good game. Good game. I laughed a whole lot during this game. That was a lot of fun. My big mistake was, making these lists. Just kidding. I made both lists. They're both my armies. I made both lists. Yeah, that was a lot more brutal than I expected it to go. That just was super brutal. Those 2 6s for the Cult Ambush made all the difference. So they're brutal. When they can get those charges off, there's just, and even in the explosion, he only killed 2 guys. So, it was just well played from the whole time there.
I'm curious
where
the objective would have fallen.
Where was the objective going to fall? Dead center. So it still would have been a fight right in the middle there, which would have been awesome. I guess it's like his safety lander actually landed just right on the sky shield, which is pretty funny. And then he was and now that he landed down there, the Patriarch was there to open the door for him and welcome him. Welcome there. Yeah. Do you have a knock? Do you have a moment to talk about our forearm savior? So, yeah, sorry the Deathwatch couldn't save you, Captain. Enjoy whatever they're going to do to you because it's not going to be pleasant. So, yeah, that was a brutal game. Him surrounding my Land Raider, in the end, because of just the way it was, I was able to deploy most of my guys. I lost 2 guys in that fiasco, which is not great. But the fact that the Patriarch single-handedly, single-handedly took it down, a full Land Raider down to 2 wounds was brutal. That was so crazy good. So crazy good. All of those attacks, hitting, wounding on all those 6s. It was just crazy. I wish he would do that for me when I run him, but I'll accept just seeing that and just being like, yeah, dog, that was awesome. That was nuts. That was nuts. So that was a ton of fun. Yeah, it was a quick game. I get that, but it was a brutal game, and it was a lot of fun to see how it happened. Yeah, just wanted to see what happened. I'm sure we'll be back because I mean, this is the classic matchup here, and my opponent was actually the one that recommended we do this, and I was like, yeah, why haven't I done that? That's awesome. You know, get my Xenos killers against like the epitome of what the Xenos killers are there to kill. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Harris, and until next time, have fun.